What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to our attempt to make Farming Simulator 25 the most realistic farm sim yet. We are dropping some herbicide down right now. We planted in here. I realized at the beginning of last month, or the end of last month, we unfortunately we're not in the right month. So we got the planting done to start this month. Got some interesting strips out here. But nonetheless, we're going to put some herbicide down now to cap off the month. We'll probably run some silage bales. Oh, man. Gonna hit and get caught. Nope. Made it round. Okay. Got lucky there. But yeah, I was going to say is we're going to probably run some silage bales. They're going for $123 instead of the normal $120. So make about 117 grand, give or take on that. So we'll get this finished. We'll get those bales loaded up. Shipped down to, I believe, South Bales might be the best sell point. Just says hay bales. That's probably the south one. I mean, both locations I think technically rent the same price. So we should be fine there. Can always come down here too and go to silage. Both locations, hay bales south. So yeah, see hay bales right there, 120. That one's 123, 122. That's everything. But we'll go to the hay bales. So that's the one south of us. Interesting enough, it's slightly closer by 800 feet. But we shouldn't have too much left to do here. Like I said, just making sure we're killing the weeds. It'd be good to kind of have that money going into harvest. And then, you know, we go back up here and look, sorghum, you know, at top dollar around January, December, it's going to be 308,000 just as we're planting more sorghum. So that'll be a good bank. Would really love if there was an option. Well, we do have some equipment we can pay off. Because I think we can't pay anything down on our loan till next year. You can only do the special redemption. Unfortunately, we already did it this year, so now we're just going through the payments. As you see, still at 3.2 interest. If we wanted to take another loan, we can get just under $1 million this time, but we're not going to worry about that. I think the focus will be paying off one of these. I think, you know, we also want to build a dairy barn, but I think maybe the North Star will kind of get that off settled and out of the way. And then the 780 will probably just continue to run with paying it for what it is. It's 5,000, almost 6,000 a month, but you know, it is what it is. It was, in my opinion, hopefully going to be a good deal for us. We'll finally get to run it here in a little bit. Hopefully, I think maybe next month, maybe not. I think we'll be good to run. Take a look at our growth. Some interesting, so soybeans definitely November. That seed bed out there is ready. Well, speaking of, technically we should be rolling this field. As it'll should tell me when it popped up, needs rolling, of course. But no, our corn should be ready next month. We really do need to look into purchasing a new roller. Like I said, I got rid of the other one. It's just, it was too big. And there's just too much starting to break on it. I mean, it was a great deal. Got us through the first almost 2 years, right? Almost 3 years, actually. I'll let that fold up before we go through here. So I didn't burn too much herbicide. But we're going to sell the silage bales if I can find a roller. We should just purchase one now. Call in the dealership and purchase one. But if I can find a roller that fits a little more, we probably should roll that before the end of the month. That way it's got a good crop bed in there. See if I can do this without hitting any rocks. We've had some issues before. There we go. See, I almost wish... I mean, I could almost get that under there. I did not think this would fit, but now I'm looking at it. So it must be... Because honestly, if I could get this... It's too bad I couldn't get in there. It just barely fits, so we can't go any farther back or we will take those lights off. But yeah, that works. So shut that down like I said. Let's take a look and see. I did not see any actual rollers in here. As somebody mentioned, use the selective roll because you don't roll everything. I forget who that was, but they had mentioned to me in one of the discords that I should have that mod in. But right now, with all the changes in Farm Sim and the updates, I don't know if I want to really push the amount of different luas in there because, like I said, we're already looking to have a little bit of issues here and there. I really don't want to lose this save, so trying to work through those before we do any further advancements in that. Now let's roll down here. 2 rollers. We got the sunflower. It's 8.5. 12.3. You know, I always thought there was a smaller version of this one. Like, am I dreaming? That one, 9.7 tons, 8.3. Lizard field roller. Oh, it gives you the option. Field roller. Simple. And that's definitely 25,000. This one says 12 miles per hour. Says 7. I think we gotta buy this one. I don't like all the crazy extra red here. No, it does the whole thing that way. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested to actually see how this holds out. I mean, they must just wing and that rolls back. But I think that's what we're going to go with. We'll purchase that, as we do need a roller. And 160 is what it requires, so we'll send the kid down to get it. Or the missus. Whoever jumps in, we'll just send. That's how that'll work. Let's get this going here. Don't need main farm, buy stations, truck dealership. That's Junior. Alright. Now, I just realized I should have got a ride. Maybe we get the missus to bring the tractor over. But we'll get these loaded up. And we'll make some money back. 117 grand, give or take. We'll get that knocked out. Like I said, we'll try to get the rolling done. Looked up there. I really wish I could figure out why, 1, we can't get Highlands in here, and 2, why it seems like the time saving stock mod is acting up. I think it's definitely something on my end, but I don't know what's causing it. That's the issue. And like I said, since the update, and giants. There's been a lot of Lua errors. Everybody saw them. So I guess I'm just kind of waiting, hoping that updates will come out for the mods. Just have to keep scope on that. Like I said, we'll get this loaded because next month we will be probably, well, we will be cutting this at some point. I really should get another tractor or something over here, but we'll head over there, get through the cornfield and take care of that. See y'all a little bit. Well, we got most of the bales sold. We're up to about 258,000 in the bank again. I think we got 5 or 6 silage bales left over. It just wasn't worth making a one-run trip. I did think about selling some of those hay bales, but what we should do actually is the pallet load we have over there. We should actually get a lot of those bales off there and maybe even move the straw over to the hay barn. But for now, I think we'll just take that older hay off, get that into the beef lot, let them eat that hay, and from there it should be fine. I'm trying to think. I can't remember how much hay we had in there. I think we had like 40 something bales left over in there. Probably should move out of there, or at least try to get to market, but I think it's just better to fill up our beef. We'll take a look here. Oops, clicked one over. There we go. 185,000 liters still, but we could definitely throw all the hay in there and they'd be fine for quite a while. So not too worried there. So maybe that's what we'll do. Just about done here. So really get this rolled. So this roller worked pretty well. From what I could tell, I mean, smaller field still took about a little over an hour in game. 20 minutes real life. Give or take. Probably shouldn't drive with those wheels sideways. Don't need to break anything else on this one. Actually, let's just stay on the edge here. I was going to cut right across, but even though unlike the mode of this in FS25, it actually, we had that compact, so it'd pick up your tire tracks. I think it was FS25. Maybe that was FS19 that had the compaction mod. Let me know down in the comments below if you remember that mod. I think it was the compaction mod. But I do kind of think maybe we should get a couple select crops if we get Luas sorted and stuff like that. We're seeing some errors with those. Like I said, most likely a lot of this is just got to be updated because of the game. It's kind of the issue with the fruits as well. A lot of the custom maps have had to add another channel, I think. So I may have to venture into that at some point, because I would love to have barley, potatoes, and a few other crops back. And that will just involve us extending those channels. But we'll get this quickly sprayed off here. And then essentially all we got left is to move those hay bales. And we can jump into the next month. That washes pretty quick, but like that. Not much dirt on this. Bring that weight off a little bit. And question being, I think I have enough space to slide this back where the old roller was. It's one of those swivels. So we're gonna do something. We're gonna get a little crazy here, folks. A little crazy. So this hill, if done right, we can get in here and not tip over. Not the safest method we've ever approached, eventually. I'm gonna completely butcher this. There she goes, sliding down. That was a terrible backup. Now, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get back up the hill. Yes, we are. Really, I'm gonna just keep this in here. Like so. Not take out any of our other equipment. There we go. We're good on gas. So it looks like we should be harvesting corn next month. Pending the weather. Unfortunately, a lot of rain. The good news is we will be drying a lot of that. So not too worried. Fire this up here. Like I said, we'll get those hay bales out of there. And then after we get done that, we how much we got? 12 straw bales in there. We have interesting. So we get rid of all 10 of those. And then we will come back to it. I'm really gonna try something crazy here. Probably gonna regret this. I don't know if it'll let me. Took one bale off. 5 pretty large hay bales. I don't know if I can get it high enough to get over that rail. I am glad we got some serious weight on here. There we go. Alright, so we'll get the rest of those moved and put in there, and probably see y'all in October. Alright, so it is time to harvest some corn. We'll come down here, we'll get it opened up. Hopefully we'll make it all the way around. I'll probably run the cart. That'll probably be the plan. I think that'll work best here. I'm just coming in through here. Probably put down corn stalks for bales. Just make sure we kind of get everything set up there. Should be good with the straw there. And I just want to make sure we get set up here to run this field. I want to start definitely. 2 headlands should be enough. Probably won't do the headlands with the swather. I think that's the way to go. Outstanding. I just want to come through and check on the vehicle settings. Straw swath headlands disabled. That's what we like. Still drove right over it. Okay. Don't know why I didn't drop that before. But it is what it is. We should probably get this saved into field 143. All right, grass fields you see already. So field 143. Corn harv. Standing. All right. The misses, take off with that. You should be fine with the course setup. I'll grab the Nemesis. Yeah, Nemesis would probably be the way to go. Because we can always have the John Deere bale. Get in here. Well, the front weight on this should be fine, Holland. I should, actually as a primary, I should get our truck set up. Go. Okay, so I think the primary here, we know we're going to go right to we can make the swing here without taking anything off. We know we're going right down to the grain dryer with this after, so I'm going to actually just park this down here ready to go to the grain dryer. I think that's the best plan of action. Hoping for a good yield off this corn in an ideal world. We'll get that. We'll stop that there. I'm going to shut that right down for now. And we'll run back. We're getting the corn destruction again, which is nice. Really wish the sorghum one would come back. Again, that was just one of the recent, not the 1.14 update, but I think that happened at the update before that. Technically, I think the big one was 1.12 that caused it. So if you have a row crop ready map or anything like that, and because we pulled over some files, I think that's part of the issue I'm having. My own doing again. Alright, we're good there. Probably should get it set up so it's like we know where they're at. Oh, deer right here behind the shed. That's beautiful. I wonder if it'll make one headland complete. Let's kind of look up here. Get into precision farming, right? And let's get over to the yield map. Doesn't look like the yield's updating. Okay. That could also be a double crop issue. That's what I'm going to guess. Even though you see the nitrogen level is fine. I mean, maybe the yield's better. I mean, it is giving me pretty high numbers there. Yield, actually, there you go. Yield potential 100, expected yield 95. It's kind of what we're seeing. Might have to hop in there and take a ride. If we can see the grain getting to the top of that. We're gonna swing right around here. Got a chance to get in here. Probably hop in there and see what it says. Glitch there coming through the bin. See what she's saying. Wait. Up here in the corner. I'm not mad if that's what it's actually saying. Let's see what we turn off these two fields. Ideally, in a perfect world, that would be nice. That was exactly 50%. Actually, we know they'll make it around again. See if we can hop in. Go along for a ride with the missus. I mean, 14.3 ton a hectare. I'm looking forward to the unit convert coming back and seeing how that'll play in with this, because that'll be nice. I did really miss that and having it in bushels. But I'd say pretty decent. Yeah, it's staying around 90%. Again, like, I don't think it's picking up the old stuff. I mean, maybe it is. That could be the problem. Seed rate, everything looks fine. It's 84 for this field. I mean, is that something we have to do? Is the soil information over and over? I feel like that gets expensive when we come down and look at here. But we'll see if that value down here changes. It's 31 right now. 20 on the other one. Since last reset. So we'll just have to kind of see what it gives us for a number. And hope it all kind of works out. I mean, it looks like, I mean, in my opinion, we're doing okay. Still a little green on these stalks, but it's alright. It's all going through the dryer. But the goal is going to rain around 1, 2 o'clock today. I want to at least knock out this field today, if possible. I don't think we're going to be able to get silage bales made until end of October, the way the weather's looking. Kind of come in here. So 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and it's nice. Then more rain tomorrow. I wish I could cycle over to see kind of where that's going to be. November looks pretty decent. Really warm on October 3rd, which will help get that bale. Really warm on November 1st, even though cloudy, 111 degrees more, then it starts to drop off. So I think we definitely want to have the cut done by October 3rd or November 1st, one of those two periods. And should be all right. So see, down here it is dropping down to 11, 12, now just popped up back to 14. But good to see this 780 running pretty strong. Like I said, it would be nice to kind of see, I mean, we see the pH coming off. So that point's working, nitrogen's working. Yield map, maybe it is changing and I just don't see it. I mean, if we zoom in, it does slightly look like things are changing behind here where it's some lower areas. But we know a lot with the loam. You know, you see it with the seed rate. But that sandy loam, and then, you know, up here, the standard loam, it's very green. And then obviously loamy sand, it's always given fits. But we'll get sorghum in there. Like I said, we'll end up tillaging all this as well this time around, instead of just kind of knocking it down. So we don't really need a mulcher. Our tillage can kind of pretty much do that for us. Probably should look into getting something put on, maybe a basket or something on the back of the land off. Just kind of till it up a little more. Mulch it. Missed all that corn over there. Don't like to see that. But I'd say right now it does look like the yield is, I mean, they're at 17 on this corner. Ton a hectare. That's pretty wild. So 2 headlands that go back and forth. So I think that's going to be my cue to kind of just hop out of here. Sorry if that's loud. I might have to try to get them to retouch some of that paint. She sees me right behind her. But we're going to get almost 1 grain cart full on the 2 headlands, which is kind of nice. I might try to unload this on the way back. I don't know if they're actually close to that point, so just kind of wait here for a second. See what's in the store. $6R. Not like the one we have. Ours is 6M, isn't it? Can't remember. Then you get the 8R right here. That 8R is cheaper than the 6R. It's a 2009-11 series. But, I mean, that's... Ooh, it's the 270. Look at those floaters. Those are some chonky floaters. Let's get some options. It says 79,000 there, of course. They threw in the wheel setup. That's all you can do with that one. 30-inch. There we go. That takes some money off of it for us. Blinkers, flashers, extension. We don't need that. That gets us down to the 68 that's supposed to be. But as much as I want to, I'm going to say no. We got the 2 Verstiles right now. 3, I mean, we got 3 working tractors. That's the thing, right? Those Verstiles were bought new. The John Deere obviously used. That'd probably be where I make the change. Ooh, we got a Super B Load King. 80,000. That'd be something nice for hauling. That is tempting for sure. We're gonna sit on that a little bit, but 66,000, that's got to be half off, 40% off. 4 hours of usage. Does it tell me how much is damaged on it though? I mean, this is a steal. I think this is going to have to be something we purchase. That is a steal. And guess I should have paid attention. Our beans here. These are some serious windrows, by the way. Or I should say swaths. I mean, that's going to produce some serious bales. I don't know if it'll these tires now. Recognize it. It also looks like our land's got a little more undulation to it down here. I don't remember there being like a crest down this way. Maybe that low end washed up a little bit. But I mean, maybe they're gonna make it all the way. If she gets all the way down, turns around, and have to kick it around. That is something. No, of course, right at the end. That's where I would kind of. I know there is a mod out there that stops that, but that's where I kind of need that to stop. This is going to be a little chaotic right now, trying to go over that mound. The longer pipe. Unless she's gonna back all the way up nicely. Oh. Work it back and forth right here. Nice fill level. Pretty solid fill plane on that. It's very well done. Full grain cart here. Fair amount. I think you'll definitely get a truckload off this field. Hoping for more than that. And like I said, hoping for done by 1 o'clock is the goal. And really, actually, probably should go get Junior running the baler on this in a minute. Just try to get it ready where it's ready to be picked up by us. Alright, swing this back. Definitely a little muddy down here. Try not to hit anything. Get that swung open. But we'll keep trucking along here. But I think we'll leave kind of the corn harvest and maybe some silage work for the next episode. It's crazy to think we're coming to an end of year 3 already. Let me know what's been your favorite episode so far of this series. What have you enjoyed over the years so far? Anything that might even stand out in year 3. Who knows? But now, open to your feedback down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. Y'all have been amazing. It's been a strong year for the channel. I couldn't appreciate it more. Till next time, Farmer Taz out.